Welcome back to Cosmic Kickback, everybody, the galaxy's favorite talk show. My name is Nick. I'm a host. This is Josh.
I'm the other host.
I'm the founder of the Cosmic Kickback.
No, Jaden is the guest. We had him on a couple episodes ago for Shang-Chi.
We also got Candy.
Shang-Chi? He just spilled some candy.
Jaden spilled some candy. We got candy because it's a Halloween special episode.
I guess so, yeah. Halloween's coming in 2 days, so I guess it's the Halloween special. We had a stream last night for the Halloween special as well. We're just doing all Halloween stuff for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about some cursed movie or supposedly cursed TV movie sets for the main topic of the show. Before we get into that, before we get into that, we have a couple little current news events that we'll just breeze through. But if you don't care about the news, we'll put a timestamp in the description if you want to just get to the Halloween part of the episode. So, first up, Nick, what we talking about? Batwoman?
Yeah, let's talk about that Batwoman news.
Okay, so I don't really give a shit too much about this. Just keeping it
a butt fitty.
Just keeping it straight honest, because I never watched the show, and when I heard the show was coming out, I didn't really care, you know. What about you, Nick? Or Jaden? You're in the show too.
What's the news?
So, Batwoman. The show came out. Well, hang on, I'm looking for it. So the show came out, and they had Ruby Rose as the lead, playing Kate Kane or Batwoman. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard this, I actually did think like, oh, that's some good casting or whatever. But it ended up going very badly. The show, from what I heard, is trash. Didn't do well, and then she ended up quitting after one season, and that's all that was said for a while. But now there's been talks. She has actually came out and said that the set conditions were extremely bad. I don't have the actual post that she said or what she said in front of me, but something along the lines of someone's face got melted off in like a set accident.
What?
Yeah, like someone's face was like melting, like their skin, I guess, because of pyrotechnics incident.
Oh,
and
people in Hollywood are made out of wax.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, and and this dude went to the hospital, and she pretty much said like, yeah, I was the only one to send him flowers, and she's like, and then everybody just had to be back on set right away. We got no time. Like, she pretty much is just complaining. And, I'm not going to lie, if what she's saying is true, it does sound like pretty bad conditions. She also had some stuff to say about, like, I guess, like a higher-ups person. I don't know the name. But she said that he was, I guess, not a good guy. I don't know exactly why. Same thing with another actor on the show, But the Warner Brothers or CW, whoever it is, they came out and they fired back at her. And they pretty much refuted most of her claims, saying that she was not easy to work with. They actually claimed that they it's kind of funny. This is like a stupid like gossip thing, and it's like a movie studio doing this with. It just doesn't make sense, but it's stupid. They said that she would complain about not having like certain snacks and stuff available for her. So they said one day like some people in the crew came in very early, and they set up like a nice little thing for her, like all this stuff she wanted, and they said she showed up and she like looked inside and like she saw it and she was like, nah, I'm good, and then she like didn't even have any of it. So I often find when it comes to things like this, the truth often lies somewhere in the middle of both. So I'm sure she probably did some stupid stuff. I'm sure they did some stupid stuff. Regardless, looks like the product ended up being shitty anyway. So
Where's the show on?
The CW.
They have a streaming platform?
They might. I don't know. I think actually the show's on HBO Max because Warner Brothers has like all their DC stuff on there. Nick, do you have anything to say on this?
I agree with you. Both sides probably bullshitting. Both did some stupid stuff.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, I don't really care too much about that. There's
I'm surprised the company like clapped back at her because usually they're just like, oh shit,
Remain
like
neutral.
yeah.
I love when companies do that actually, despite not enjoying gossip like this. You know,
Yeah.
I love when companies do that because usually they just keep it very professional and like typed out responses. But they came back and they're like, if I'm keeping it straight, she kind of a bitch. And they pretty much say out.
Jeez, bro.
And they're like if she putting dirt on our name, we gonna put some dirt on her.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
It don't really matter to me though. Don't affect me.
Yeah, if the show was probably good, we'd probably
Might care,
yeah, we would
but
care. But we don't.
yeah, we don't care. Let's see.
we don't care.
Yeah, speaking of not caring, we got a Uncharted trailer.
They cast Tom Holland in the new Uncharted movie.
We got our first look at it, the first trailer. Jaden, did you finish watching that trailer?
Watched the first 40 seconds, and I was not interested.
Okay.
Only because I only played one of the games, and that game was good. And then right off the bat, because I kind of know the character of Nathan Drake, I just thought Tom Holland was a pretty bad casting of it. Like, he looks nothing like Nathan Drake. He looks too young to be Nathan Drake. They could have found someone better. I don't know who you said. You said like Simon something or whatever.
No, Oscar Isaac.
Simon
Isaac. Something.
I heard Simon.
No,
Simon.
Oscar Isaac, who's
Nick
in the
said
new
Simon Pegg.
in the new Oscar Isaac, who's in the new Dune movie, and I think the Star Wars movies too, the newer ones. He would have been, I think, a pretty decent Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
And honestly, anyone that can grow facial hair would have been a good Nathan Drake.
does
I
Nathan
think
Drake have facial hair?
he's got like
He's
stubble.
like a scruffy beard.
They couldn't even do that for Tom Holland, dude. Like it's just baby.
Similar
face.
to Nick's.
I guess he does have a little bit of stubble, but you don't really see it because you play in third person. You just see his back.
Yeah.
He's just jumping everywhere. I agree. I agree. The casting seems odd,
It's a
but
miscast.
I want to say I understand why they did it.
Why?
Well, because think about it. Tom Holland's a big name in the past 5 years.
He's a youngin.
And he's
Young
exactly.
blood.
So I think they probably thought, let's cast him while he's young, because there ain't no way Tom Holland still looks this young in 10 years, right? He'll look a little bit. I mean, everyone scruffles up a bit.
I don't know. He's gonna keep that baby face for a while.
But regardless, though, I think they wanted to get him in early and lock him in, so they can make Uncharted movies for the next 10 years.
See,
And I think that's
I knew
why
you
they
were
did
going
it,
there. I knew you were going there with that. But why would they need so many Uncharted movies?
because they want money. They want money.
Money runs the
They
world.
can't be that good though.
Uncharted's a good game. Have you played? You said you played one of them.
No, yeah, that doesn't mean the movies are gonna be good.
Well, yeah, but they can't. They have the potential to be good.
Okay, yeah, that's
But
true.
I'm not saying I agree with the casting. I think they probably could have found somebody better.
They're gonna make it like Indiana Jones-esque type movie.
The Tom Holland one I don't like because it's mostly his voice. His voice is it's not deep enough for me.
Yeah.
I don't believe that this dude's like an action hero.
Like his balls drop.
Yeah, but a bigger miscast to me is the Mark Wahlberg as
Yeah,
Sully.
what the fuck is he doing in
Isn't
that
he an
movie?
older man, right?
Yeah, Sully is like his partner almost, who's in his
60s or 70s.
Jeez.
I don't think he's in his 70s, but
He's like gray
he
haired.
has gray
He's
hair,
gray haired.
and he's known for having the mustache. They
Yeah.
didn't even give Mark Wahlberg a mustache. They didn't even give him the mustache.
That's,
Dude,
that's what I'm
honestly,
saying. That's how you can already tell this movie's
If
not
this
gonna be
movie
good.
was not called Uncharted, it would just be a fucking random action flick with these two
It's
A-list actors.
Journey
in
to the
it.
center of the
exactly
earth.
yeah. It doesn't make any.
It could be like another
sense.
Hobbs and Shaw. It
It's
doesn't
not-
even look like an
I'm-
Uncharted movie to me, other than the name and
I'm
The
projecting
last
right now,
shot
dude.
was straight out of one of them.
oh yeah, like when he's flying out the plane.
Out of the
Yeah.
movie? I mean, out of the game?
You didn't get to that part because
Yeah.
he's only watched the first 40 seconds.
Yeah, I know, because I was not.
There's like a part where a bunch they're flying in this plane and the fucking cargo
There's-
bay opens and all
yeah,
these fucking
All these
boxes come
crates
out.
are hanging out the back of the plane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it right now, bro. After watching the first 40 seconds and only 40 seconds of the trailers, I'm gonna say this movie's not gonna do that good.
You calling it mid?
Yeah, I'm
Below
gonna say it's
Well,
mid.
we're still gonna see it.
Mid to below mid.
We're still gonna see it because that's what we
sad,
do.
because normally I wouldn't see it, but I'm gonna see it because of the podcast. I'm gonna see it
Yeah.
for content. But I would not.
That's why I hate
see
this
it.
shit sometimes.
I would
It's
not
like
see it by myself.
we see a movie, we're like, fuck, and then we gotta see it. But it might be good. Who knows, bro? That end credit scene.
Oh,
They're gonna have an end credit scene.
There's gonna be one, man.
Yeah.
You know, I want to talk about that last shot in the trailer. So I think that's an Uncharted 3, where he's in a plane and there's like a cargo container shipment things coming out of the back, and he's holding on to one of them, and he's trying to climb back up, and he's like leaping and jumping and grabbing it. How do is that physically possible?
I mean,
Like actually, because think
wait, so
about
like
it.
they're falling.
It's
and
a
he's
moving.
jumping.
It's a moving plane. You're in you know how fast planes go.
Oh yeah.
They're in a plane, and there's cargo things. You're holding on to one, like you're out of the plane. If I let go and like lunged forward and jumped and tried to grab the one in front of me, wouldn't I? Since the plane is moving, wouldn't I like if anything lose?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Lose
you
my
don't have
position?
this, you don't have the strength to go against it. Because if you're in the air, like going against like
you're experiencing some type of G-force. You're gonna get
Yeah.
pulled back and just fucking fly
planes,
off and
planes
die.
move fast as
I
hell,
know.
man.
Like,
Yeah, that plane's probably moving like I don't even know, dude.
I mean, this
like
physics,
how fast?
I'm not shitting on the movie. I'm shitting on the game too for this because it doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it would make sense if he were only to like climb. You could, I guess, do that. It would be hard as hell.
Yeah.
Because you're going fast. You'd probably pass out from the lack of oxygen that high up. But no, I just wanted to touch on that because I felt it necessary for no reason other.
No. I will say that is a bullshit scene.
I don't know. It just looks weird seeing Tom Holland go from a moving plane from one crate to like 5 feet in front of him by like just jumping on a. I don't know.
What is
that
this
is
rated?
physically impossible.
What is this movie rated? Did it even say
Probably
yet?
PG-13.
Okay.
It makes sense.
I was gonna say like it seems very tailored to that. So.
Yeah. What else is going on? We got Nick's favorite movie. They got Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is filming. Just started.
Oh really?
Nice.
Just
And
started.
Yeah, it's not gonna come out till I think
23.
Yeah, 2023.
2023.
But what this is interesting. Did you know we're doing? I think Nick knew this. I don't know if you knew this, Jaden. They're making a Guardians holiday special for Disney Plus.
Wait, for Christmas or Halloween?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Really?
It's gonna come out not this Christmas, but next Christmas. Which that means it'll come out before Volume 3 of Guardians. Which I thought that was interesting. I expected it to happen after it.
Interesting.
But it's happening prior, so we're actually they're filming both simultaneously. I bet that'd make the most sense and be the cheapest way to do it.
I wonder what this one is gonna be about. If it's,
Oh well, we could actually. I forgot about this. Did you hear about the casting?
for what?
Because do you remember one of the Guardians 2, which we saw that so long ago, man.
Volume 2?
It was 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
In like May, I think.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We saw that. We all saw it together, and I remember, like, dude, it's now 2021. The third one, it took them. It's gonna be 2023. That's 5 years, or no, that's 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
18,
crap.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Dude.
Well, because Marvel was working on a whole bunch of other movies in between as well.
Yeah, but that's a long time. But anyway, do you remember one of the post-credit scenes? Because that movie had a ton. They showed the Aisha chick, the Golden Girl, and she had created Adam Warlock, or she was making him.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought that little golden yellow thing was going to be the Soul Stone. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there was casting for Adam Warlock. They casted him finally. Did you hear about who it is?
Who is it?
I want to talk about this. It's actually kind of fun.
Let me guess.
Don't say Zac Efron.
I'm gonna say no.
You
I'm
can
gonna
look
go
up
with
Adam Warlock if you want, Nick. So
Brad
you can-
Pitt.
Oh, that would have been I would have liked that.
Really?
It's not him.
It's not him. Ah,
Nick, do you know what Adam Warlock looks like?
Yeah, he's like gold and shit.
he had
Yeah.
long hair too.
Yeah.
He's like
Almost like
glowing.
yours.
I saw him in the
Kind of, yeah.
comic.
Yeah, you read my comic. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So you know who he is. So
Yeah.
neither of you heard who got cast?
No.
I think.
Bro, tell us, damn
Brad
it.
Pitt's
Just
my.
he's like
yeah,
on the
Brad
edge of
Pitt's
my
my
seat.
guess though, even though it's not
I would
it.
have liked that too. Jim.
That would have been crazy.
Is this
Him
one?
in
Is
the
this
MCU.
a good cast?
So,
He said,
I mean,
so I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's the guy.
Randall Park.
It's the guy from. Let me give you some of his movies.
Randall Park.
Oh, it's the eyebrow kid from We're the Millers.
Oh shit.
William
Eyebrow
Poulter.
kid.
Yeah.
That guy
Yeah, the guy with the eyebrows.
looks like a
Not gonna lie,
nerd.
he aged pretty.
Looks like a nerd, bro.
I mean, he did play that like a nerd
It's him
in
with, Adam
Meet the
Warlock.
Millers.
That kid should. Dude, I don't know about that, bro.
So I guess this is a more recent picture of him. This is a most
Still
recent.
looks like a nerd.
You don't see him as Warlock?
No.
You should see him in We're the Millers.
I'm gonna say
he looks like a freaking geek. Yeah.
looks like you, bro.
Yeah.
He looks like
a
you.
geek.
Yeah, because I'm pale skin with blue eyes.
No, just the face, not the race or ethnicity.
Jaden got the eyebrows too.
Yeah.
What do you think of that casting?
Terrible.
I could see it.
You like it?
Yeah, I think Marvel, like with CGI and makeup and all that, they have a pretty good department. They can make anyone look like a superhero. I think. And if he gets buffed for the role too, like when's he gonna star in this shit?
Well, apparently it's filming right now.
Dude, you know who would have been better than that?
Huh.
Keanu Reeves.
I don't know. He fitty, bro.
Like he's fitty.
He's fitty.
He's
getting up there.
Because isn't Adam Warlock kind of like a character who's like really wise and like
he's supposed to be wise, but wise doesn't necessarily mean old.
Yeah,
but it comes with experience and age.
But he's not. He doesn't have age. We saw that he hadn't been born.
They're gonna write him lines, bro. It doesn't need to be an old guy playing.
He at least looks mature. That guy looks like freaking.
You don't think he looks
like Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake. I don't know.
I feel like
Brad Pitt would have been better.
I agree that it's kind of odd. When I first heard it, I was like, him? Like I would have never guessed him. I am extremely glad though that it wasn't Zac Efron because I know a lot of people were saying they want him to be it.
Yeah, that would have been stupid.
I would not have liked that.
I think he's too A-list to where I would have been like, dude, like I can just see fucking Troy from like High School Musical.
I don't know, man. I just wouldn't have liked it. All I know is I don't think Marvel would cast somebody that would not work because obviously they don't just they cast people through auditions.
You saying Zac Efron doesn't work?
What?
You said they wouldn't hire someone who won't work?
Yeah. I'm talking about the dude that they cast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
It didn't make sense when you said it, but
hey bro, that's on you.
Go ahead.
Everyone else understood. So
Go ahead.
I what I'm saying is, although the casting seems odd, I don't think Marvel would just not cast for no reason. Like they must have done does they do auditions, and there must have been auditions, and this guy must have been like James Gunn's favorite. This guy
Pick me.
And I trust.
Pick me.
James Gunn is a good director. Yeah.
I trust James Gunn, and he usually casts all the Guardians, and I think all of them are cast extremely well. So I mean. Although it looks odd, I'm not gonna judge it until I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
When is Leonardo DiCaprio gonna get a spot in the MCU?
I don't think he'll do it.
Really?
Honestly, I don't want him to. I think all his other shit is badass. He doesn't need to be in a Marvel movie.
I think he's somebody that wouldn't. If he were to do it, he would do like a one and done movie. Like I don't think he would.
Like a villain?
Yeah. I
That'd
think that's
be
what
cool.
Christian Bale's
He'd be
doing.
a great villain.
Christian Bale's gonna be in Thor 3.
Oh,
As
really?
the villain, yeah. So I'm
Hell
pretty
yeah.
sure he's doing a one and done, yeah. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
What else can we briefly talk about for that? Marvel. Oh yeah, so Sony has some Marvel movies coming out. There's 2 movies that have been put on their slate of releases, Untitled, and I think they're like in 2023 or 2024.
Are these Marvel movies?
Yeah, they're Marvel Sony movies. So, what do you think they are?
Isn't Spider-Man the only rights that they have?
Anything that's related to Spider-Man, like they're making a Kraven the Hunter movie. They
have rights to the whole Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
I thought it was just Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's not just him. They made Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think one of them is obviously. I think it's gonna be Venom 3 because it's untitled. Like they're gonna make a third one. I don't know what the other one would be though.
Venom 4. No,
it's that. Dude, I don't know. I hope Sony just sells Marvel the rights.
They're not gonna do it, bro.
Because
they're too stingy. Think about it. They have so much involved with the Spider-Man. They have the games. They have the of course their movies. Wait, maybe is the 4th Untitled? Oh no, I was about to say it was gonna be the new Into the Spider-Verse Part 2, but
Part 2, my boy.
Aren't they making a second one?
Not what I've heard. Tom Holland actually said recently that he
It's a Miles Morales movie.
It was his last one on his contract. So who knows what we gotta watch the movie first, see what happens.
No Way Home is his last one.
On his contract, yeah. So we don't know what'll happen until we watch the movie.
Interesting.
I think one of them is Venom 3, and I think the other one is either two things. I think worst case scenario is No Way Home ends with maybe Spider-Man is out of the MCU, and Sony goes and is like, yeah, we want him back. Like, he's going to be in our movies now with Venom and all that. And then maybe that one is like their version of Spider-Man, like mixed with Tom Hardy's Venom and who knows, like they're making like a Morbius the Vampire with Jared Leto. Remember? Yeah. That's still coming out. There's the Kraven the Hunter movie. They're making like random movies. So I think they might just throw him in that. That's worst case scenario because I don't want the MCU to lose Spider-Man. I think
he's such a huge role in Marvel.
Jared Leto.
Like such a huge role.
That's weird.
I think that's worst case scenario. I think the other possibility is it could be a just another random villain. Like they're giving Kraven the Hunter a solo movie with no Spider-Man. That makes no sense. But they had plans to do an Aunt May prequel set in the 50s.
What?
Yeah, did you know that?
I did not know that. That's what the hell is that movie gonna be about?
Well, you know how Sony had a leak a couple years back? They had like a big email leak.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the leaks in the email was they were talking about movie pitch ideas and movies that were in the early development, like pre-production stuff. And one of them was an Aunt May prequel, where Aunt May would have been in her youngin' days, and she was secretly an agent or a spy.
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah. I know what you mean, bro.
You think that's cool?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say that.
I know what you
I was about to say that's like pretty much a Peggy Carter movie.
Yeah, it made no sense, but I digress. One more thing. Apparently they're making a World War Hulk movie.
Oh my gosh.
MCU is?
Yeah. This is not like 100% confirmed. This is a rumor.
So we can't always trust it.
I mean, I hope they make it. I think Hulk has been one of the ones that has gotten the short end of the stick in Marvel.
They nerfed his ass hard these past couple movies, dude.
Hulk has done nothing since Ragnarok, really.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And that's when I started that's when he was my fave.
It's kind of dumb how they like had a Professor Hulk in the time we would have liked to see him be actual Hulk, like during Endgame, and now he's back to normal Bruce Banner and Hulk.
Oh yeah, in the post credit of Shang-Chi, he's
normal Bruce Banner.
His arm's still fucked up though.
Yeah, it is.
How long has it been?
That's a good question.
Because I don't know. I don't know if a lot of time has passed.
Well, you also got to think about dude, like that's a lot of radiation that his body had to handle. So.
But he always heals himself. Is it just slower or what?
I don't know.
Or they might have it now to where he's crippled as a human, but when he turns into the Hulk, like he's fine, like he can.
Huh.
Well, we're gonna find out regardless because he's also gonna be in the She-Hulk Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll find out then. But World War Hulk is the story where it takes place after Planet Hulk anyway. But I don't know how they're going to do it because Thor Ragnarok was kind of like Planet Hulk in a way, not really. Planet Hulk he's on Sakaar and he ends up like that. You know how they had like an uprising, but that was like a big subplot. Like it's not even like the main plot.
Mm-hmm.
So Hulk ends up doing that and he escapes Sakaar and goes back to Earth because he's pissed off because pretty much the Avengers threw him off of Earth on purpose because they were like, damn, like this dude's like he's too powerful to be here. Like even if he's on our side, like we can't trust that he always will be, and that pissed him off. So and then actually, I think the ship that he arrived in exploded, and it ended up because Hulk ended up getting a family, and he ended up having a wife and a kid, and it killed his family, and he was the only one that survived. So that's why he went back to Earth. And he just started shitting on the Avengers because he was so pissed off at him. And that's when it's extremely like bullshit comic. Like I think he takes a step and like cracks the earth like almost in half just by stepping. Dude. And I think Doctor Strange has to do some crazy spell to like contain him, and then Scarlet Witch has to try and do something too. I don't know. It gets really crazy.
That's wild.
But they're not going to do that in this because the Hulk can't do none of that in MCU. This dude's like dabbing. The last we saw him dab. Jesus.
Hulk, but stay in school.
I don't know. I don't know how they would do it either because Universal owns the rights to Hulk. That's why there hasn't been a solo Hulk movie since 2008 because they can't put Hulk in the title. So they couldn't title this World War Hulk unless they did a partnership with Universal like they're doing with Spider-Man with Sony. They would have to title it something like Avengers like World War or something. I don't know. Yeah. They could just call it like Banner. Like I don't know. Something stupid.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Almighty.
Oh, I hope it's true though. Because like if they actually end up doing something cool with the Hulk, like dude hasn't gotten nothing. No. Like I said, he's dabbing. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it.
On news?
I think so, yeah.
Do you want to talk about the Alec Baldwin?
Oh.
Well, yes. It was just an accident, dog. Come on. What are we going to talk about?
I mean, let's shed some light on it. People probably don't even know what we're talking about.
So, yeah, this, this just happened.
Right, what was the name of the, was it Rust? Is that the name of the movie they were shooting?
Mm-hmm.
It's based off of the map from Modern Warfare.
No. Yeah, so the map from Modern Warfare got a movie adaptation.
Well, because it was so good.
Dude, that map is lit. Okay, so Rust. This is an Alec Baldwin movie that's shooting. First of all, how old is he? Is he like...
He's old.
He's old.
I think he's in his 60s.
He said he's old.
You know, it's so weird to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know how does this happen? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, you probably know by now. I'm just going to come out and say it. Alec Baldwin fired a weapon on a set, which was not intentional. And he ended up sadly the shot killed.
Really?
The cinematographer was killed.
I thought it was just a fatal accident.
Well, that's what fatal means. Fatal means someone got killed.
Dead. Oh, I thought fatal just mean like serious, like very badly injured.
Oh man, that's dumb. What?
Dude, who says come over right now? It's fatal. Like no, dude, fatal injuries.
Fatal means it was fatal. Like your fate was ended, bro.
Lethal means badly injured, right? Or is that also...
I mean, no one says there's a lethal injury. They say...
All right, back to the movie.
Shut up, bro.
I just got confused. It's all semantics. Right. That's all it is.
The cinematographer was killed, which... Nick, could you look up her name, please?
Yeah.
Because I don't know it.
Damn, is it she?
Yeah, so she was killed, sending out prayers to her family. That's really sad. And the director, I believe, was also hit with the bullet. Mm-hmm. I guess he was right behind her or something. So it must have gone clean through her and then into his shoulder or something, or skimmed him. But I believe he's fine, but he got injured. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and I think they're currently in the production of the movie has been shut down, obviously, and I guess they're doing an investigation into what happened because they have to, legally figure out whose fault this is, mm-hmm. how this happened, and. Nick, do you have the...
Yeah, so her name is Helena Hutchins. She's a cinematographer for the movie.
Yeah, so she sadly passed away.
From what I heard, though, was that it wasn't even his accident. Like, the prop was supposed to be...
Obviously, it's not his fault.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a blank.
Yeah.
And whoever had... Like, I don't know. How the hell does someone who worked with props accidentally put a live fire round
I've heard a couple things.
Unless they wanted that to.
Okay, so Nick...
No.
So there's... Nick was putting on his tinfoil hat with his...
Oh, shit, we didn't bring...
Yeah, so... because I heard some
right
stuff
back.
about this, and on the podcast, I like to think of myself as the man of logic. Nick's more of the
hot take.
Man of emotion.
The bunker, the hiding out in the bunker, preparing for the zombie apocalypse.
Dude, that's Michael, bro. I don't believe in cryptids and that shit.
Don't you have a zombie apocalypse book?
Yeah, but I did that for fun.
All right.
I'm still waiting for the zombies though if they're coming.
Yeah. See. So anyway, this is from what I've heard. Apparently, there's a lot of stupid shit was done that led to this. So. Typically on a movie set, I don't know if it's like the prop director or the director themselves, but somebody's job whenever there are guns involved, they have to, before they film a scene, but this is before every single take. Like if there's a shot where an actor is pointing a gun at somebody, firing, and then someone is like getting like a fake shot or like a bullet or blood pack in
that
their
blows
shirt.
up.
Yeah, if they're doing something like that, before every single one of those takes, they have to go out before they film, and they have to show the actor and the dude getting shot at that the gun is not loaded. They have to be like, yeah, look, this is the gun. It's not loaded. I'm showing you right here. This is empty. Like they show them all of it to make sure they know, and then they hand it off to them to prove that it's a cold weapon, which cold means just empty.
Yeah.
And that was not done on this. They didn't do that.
Like they didn't have anybody in that position, or the person in that position didn't do their job.
They probably didn't do their job. They had someone in that position, I'm sure. But then again, also something that I heard was part of the crew was actually stepping out on strike. Did you hear about the recent strikes for TV and movie sets?
I did not hear about that.
So it's pretty much just they wanted to get paid more. Most studios settled it, so not many went on strike. I think a couple of Netflix ones did, and I guess this one did too. So because of that, the main cast and crew were actually not on. So so I'm not sure if it was the main like prop director or not, because some of them were on strike at the moment. And so they had some stand-ins, but even then with the stand-ins, apparently they were keeping live ammunition on the set because some of the cast and crew on breaks were taking the guns, loading them, and they were shooting like cans off of rails because they're filming out like in a desert or something. So they had live rounds there so they could like mess around and shoot things. And I guess because it's a revolver, I think it's like old Western, those ones you load individually. Yeah. So I guess they didn't fire all of them. They left one in, and I'm guessing that's what happened.
That's so stupid.
It doesn't make sense to me how all like so many things went wrong. There's so many like stupid things going on, and it's so stupid because it was easily preventable, you know. And the same thing happened to Bruce Lee's son. I think Brandon Lee was his name on the set of The Crow.
Really? Is that how he died?
Yeah, he got same thing. There was an actor who shot at him because he was the Crow in that '90s movie. And they shot, which was supposed to be a blank or like a nothing in it. And I think what they were doing on that one, it wasn't a live round for that one. That one, they tried making some like prop, which was like a blank, but it was supposed to like, it was like a homemade blank or something made by the prop department. But it ended up still like shooting something out, like some piece of metal or scrap, and it ended up hitting him and he died.
Dude, I don't understand how people's lack of attention to detail can be so bad.
Yeah, it's
they could be so. I don't know how they could be so stupid. Like,
well, the incident on the Crow is what made a lot of this stuff happen. The law or the not the law. I mean, I'm sure it's a law somehow. There's definitely some rule and safety regulations for using guns and stuff on. On sets. It was all came in because of the Crow incident with Bruce Lee's son Brandon Lee. You know that, so it shouldn't happen like 30 years later, almost 20 years or however long it's been. Yeah, man, it's just when I first saw this news actually when I woke up, and I thought it said like Alec Baldwin like shoots people, and I was like, damn, this dude.
They made it seem like he was like just a murderer.
Yeah, I do know. I was like, Jude, what? Like, I was like, hold up, and then
that's how they do you, bro. The headlines.
Well, so that's what I've heard. Nick, do you want to give us your tinfoil hat stuff?
So I heard from another source.
Wait, get the tinfoil first.
So apparently, Helena Hutchins, the DP that got shot, she's a documentary filmmaker. She's like 42 years old. She's been working in the industry for a while. Supposedly, she was gonna make a documentary about like Jeffrey Epstein and like the Clintons and like their whole like island and like sex ring that they have going on beneath Hollywood. And so happens she seems to get shot like on set. Someone like handed Alec Baldwin like a gun with live bullets. I'm not saying the two are connected, but I just think that that's strange.
There's some possible correlation there.
Do you think Alec Baldwin was on the island?
I don't know, dude. He's old enough to maybe be there. To be in that group of people. I don't want to say anything more, bro.
Well, I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't want to die too. I don't know. When Nick told me that, I was like, that is kind of weird.
Really makes you think.
I mean, I don't want to look, see, I don't particularly like Alec Baldwin as an actor or a person.
Alec Baldwin, bro, he was in Cat in the Hat.
Was he?
Yeah.
Pissed on my tacos.
Who was he?
He was the guy who was
Was
in
he
love
the
with
dad?
No, he's the
he was in love
boyfriend.
with the mom.
Connor
Was
Joan.
Dude.
Joan.
I don't know. I just
His voice is good.
the reason why I don't
He wanted to send Connor.
dude, he's the
to
boss
school.
baby. He's the boss baby.
Oh yeah.
that's true,
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Because he's the boss.
It's like I
baby.
hope he goes to jail.
Yeah, fuck that dude. I'm not doing any tinfoil hat stuff. This is before this happened. But even then, knowing that, I don't want to go out and outright say like, yeah, this dude was probably doing it on purpose. Like he
Yeah.
seems like the kind of dude, you know.
Do it on purpose.
I don't. If we're being 100% logical, most likely this was just a freak accident, and he probably feels awful. You know, I can't imagine accidentally killing somebody, especially in such a way like this. Like it just.
Yeah, I think, bro. This is Hollywood. So who knows? There could be some black story behind it.
Yeah, see, and then that's another thing. Like you are correct. They're in the elite people of the world, the people that are the richest people.
I
in
hate
the
that
world.
word, elite, dude.
Yeah. They're not even elite. They're
It's-
just actors.
Exactly, but like I'm using that word because they're the richest people in the world.
Yeah,
They're in the
yeah,
group of the richest people, the businesmen, the people that like have, you know, no one
1%.
Fame and all
exactly
that.
1%.
that the people in that world. You know, I'm not saying everybody, but I definitely think there's probably some illegal shit going on that they
Some
get away
drugstore,
with
yeah.
easily. You know, obviously there was some weird shit going on of some people in Jeffrey Epstein, and we don't know for sure because he killed himself, I guess, supposedly.
Allegedly.
How
Yeah.
convenient.
Uh,
Dude. Yeah, okay, I don't want to get into this either.
I don't
Yeah,
want
But
this
the
is-
security tapes cut off in his cell like that night, that's just weird. That's all I'm gonna
It
say
is
on that.
extremely suspicious. That one I agree with. I think that's weird.
And I feel like at this point, like people are just like, bro, we know like the Clintons did it. Like you did it.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna outright say that, but I'm gonna say I definitely think politicians, rich people, there are definitely corrupt people in the higher up positions in the world.
Yes.
That includes and not limited to some people probably in Hollywood,
Mhm.
whether it be producers, directors, the people that pay for the movies,
It is
or
shady.
maybe even some actors. Who knows? But
Yeah.
then again, maybe most of them aren't. I don't know. I will never know unless Nick becomes a movie star.
True.
And infiltrate the
Yeah.
dude. I don't know. I ain't that worried about it, bro. I mean, I feel like all of them are kind of reaching their age at this point. They're just gonna die off.
On the
But
on the topic of dangerous sets, though, Nick, I know you have some
dude, finally, I've been waiting for this.
some cursed sets,
Yeah. So
which all have deaths as well.
no.
And
So
potentially.
these all don't include deaths,
I
but
could have
these,
sworn you said some of them do.
yeah, some of them
Oh,
do.
Oh yeah, so for our Halloween episode, this is our main topic. We are talking supposedly cursed movie sets and TV sets. Correct, Nick?
Yes.
So
So
you-
I got a list of movies here. We got
Okay.
about 10 of them.
Okay.
And I kind of want to make a little game of it. Obviously,
Oh.
the ones where like people, obviously the people once pass away and stuff. Like you can base your own
How many
judgment,
people died.
but
Okay.
I just want to know.
into the spirit with some candy.
Listen. I'm gonna read you guys the movies. You can tell me if you've seen them, and then I'll tell you all the supposedly cursed things. And I just want you to opinion on if it's cursed or it's cap. All right,
Curse or cap?
curse
Oh,
or
that's a
cap.
good segment.
Throw up the animation.
We're
No,
not
I'm
gonna
just
have.
kidding.
We don't got the budget for that.
Okay, so the first one, number 10, Josh actually already mentioned it. It's The Crow. Came out in 1994.
Nick, in order for this to be a game show, there has to be an answer. Like you'd be like, actually, it was cursed.
Well, no, I just want
actually,
your-
it was cap.
I just want your opinion. I just want your opinion.
An opinionated game?
Yeah.
Ain't no game.
Like you're gonna have to tell us. You gotta come up with an answer for yourself, and then we're gonna. We'll say that you're like the hierarchy here, and
Just in this paradigm,
All right, go ahead.
yeah, Nick normally isn't.
I got the answer.
I'm gonna say it's cap.
I got the answer. I mean, obviously it's cap. They're all gonna be cap, but let's just play.
Dude, you just ruined the game.
Okay,
God, bro.
I
I
know, let's
don't even
play.
want to play anymore.
Shut up, bro.
We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining, everybody. Well, I had all these movies, and he just ruined
They're all
it.
cap. No. Bruce Lee died. I don't know who his wife was or who Brandon Lee's mother was.
It was some girl.
Just some girl.
I forgot who she was, but I knew it was a girl.
Oh, I mean, I would assume so. That's how bros you typically are. Anyway, Brandon Lee, I don't know much about him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think I've seen The Crow. I don't think I've seen any movies with Brandon Lee in it.
I want to see one.
But if he's saying that, you know, this could have been a couple things. You know, he could have just been, you know, trolling. He could have been going around being like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna die soon. You know, but and then sadly it happened. Or he could have been, maybe he was like Michael. He believed in cryptids, and maybe he was like, he actually was like, damn, bro, like I don't know.
Michael believes in cryptids.
Michael, yeah.
He's not here to defend himself.
Shaking his head.
I think to some degree there's some truth in that, but I don't know about being a firm believer in cryptids.
Oh, God.
Who knows? We don't know. But regardless, Nick, next set.
Wait, so what's your answer?
I'm gonna go with Cap.
All right, Cap.
Nick,
that's the general consensus.
What's the correct answer for that movie?
Yeah, it's Cap. All right, so number 9. You guys seen Insidious?
I have not.
You've not. All right, came out in 2010. It's that movie that's based on like Ed and Lorraine Warren's like.
Oh,
findings.
I thought that was The Conjuring.
No, this is another one, boy.
That's The Conjuring.
Nah, boy.
Nick, I know for a fact
based on the investigations of real life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. It's Insidious.
They're in The Conjuring.
So Insidious is also based on one of their things?
Yeah. They be cashing out, bro.
No
Hella
fucking
movies.
way.
Anyways, so many of the people that worked on this film reported feeling uneasy and like there was just a general negative vibe. No, I'm just kidding. Negative energy all around the set while they were filming. Along with that, they also reported that they would hear strange buzzing noises coming from various empty rooms around set
Buzzing?
when nobody was in them.
Like bees?
Just buzzing. I don't know. It just says buzzing.
Like that?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like that.
The bee stuck in a room.
All right, so that's it?
That's
They
it.
just heard noises and had negative vibes?
Yeah. Sounds like people just didn't want to make the movie, but
That is true. I'm going to go with Cap.
You know, yeah, they could have just had like a wasp or a bee hive somewhere in the studio.
my bees.
Yeah, to me that doesn't sound too crazy at all. Like, why would it even just because it's a scary movie they're making? That's why it's haunted.
If it was cursed,
don't make no sense.
why would the curse just be buzzing noises and negative vibes?
Yeah, see, bro, that's why you can't hire no bitches to make your movies. Like they said that they're just saying like I feel uneasy. Like, come on, man.
Girls are very emotional.
What is this got? What is this got?
I thought because you said bitches, so I thought you were talking about.
Oh, I'm cutting that out. Okay.
Right?
I didn't mean girls when I said bitches.
Girls!
I meant you can't hire bitches.
It's funny because I looked over at Nick and Nick made a face and I was like,
why would you assume I mean girls? I'm cutting all this out. What the fuck, bro?
Okay, let's start back from the beginning. For the top.
Of what?
Fuck, bro.
Because I looked at Nick and he made a face.
Of what?
And I was like, wait, dude, like, is Josh talking about girls? Like,
No.
why is he talking about girls like this?
No, what the fuck, bro? Why? What the fuck?
All right.
Because you said bitches, bro.
Bitches doesn't equate to girls.
When you say you gotta get bitches,
Well, in that sense, but I didn't say that. I said this is why you can't have bitches on the set, like working for your movie.
Where am I starting from?
okay.
Let's just cut it
calm
there.
down, calm down.
I said you can't have bitches on the set. All right, let me just redo that. See, this is why you can't have. What's a better word than bitches?
So we can't have babies on your set.
This is why you can't have
Wimps.
Yeah, this is why you can't have wimps on the set.
Or usually people, like, overly sensitive people.
Well, because, like, if some people have, like, believe in this stuff for real. So if someone believed in this and they're on the set, no wonder they're feeling uneasy. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a dude walking around in, like, devil makeup. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Cap.
I mean, the whole thing is supposed to have a negative feel to it because it's a horror movie. So I'm sure the vibe they set around them is supposed to be somewhere. All right, yeah, I'm going to go Cap.
Yeah, come on. Okay,
yeah, it's Cap.
Answer.
That was big Cap.
That was Cap. Yeah.
All right, number 8 on the list is Rosemary's Baby.
Interesting.
Came out in 1968. I never seen this movie.
This is an old movie.
It's an iconic movie in the world of horror films. It's based on a novel, and it stars Mia Farrow as one half of a young couple that recently moved into a new apartment together, and then she becomes pregnant and just experiences a bunch of strange shit. So, this movie's curse set is one that's allegedly followed a number of different crew members and people working on the film. The movie's composer fell to his death at a party. The producer had life-threatening kidney stones and was allegedly hallucinating about Rosemary coming after him with a knife in the hospital. And director Roman Polanski was famously dating and expecting a child with Sharon Tate. Wow, that's very interesting.
Sharon Tate.
When she was viciously attacked and murdered by members of the Manson family.
Oh, that's the girl. Yeah.
This one's a little more.
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
The composer fell at a fucking party. Imagine just chilling.
The fact that he even
I'm working on this movie, bro, and then just fucking died.
He had hallucinations of like Rosemary chasing him. Too.
Yeah, this one's more interesting, Nick. The other two were just people like, they felt kind of weird. This one's like, okay, some weird.
I mean, to be fair, Brandon
vibes.
Lee got shot.
Okay, yeah. But that's not weird.
But I will say that's
just a freak accident.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Before I give my answer, I don't know if this is curse or cap. I just want to point out that I'm fact checking Nick that Insidious is not about Ed and Lorraine Warren. Nick, I was correct. It's Conjuring.
Oh, well, I'm just reading this off an article, bro.
Well,
this is Screen Rant.
Yeah,
how do they not have their shit together?
Screen Rant is shit. Let's just say it.
Screen Rant is shit.
Yeah, I looked it up. I've even fact checked the fact checking myself.
He fact checked himself.
Anyway, I just want to let people know I'm right.
Okay. No, I thought you were right too, because The Conjuring is about the fucking.
Yeah, there's straight up characters in it.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. The plot of Insidious goes into like fourth dimension shit, and I'm like, I don't think Ed and Lorraine Warren were like doing no dimension hopping.
Quantum mechanics.
They fighting it.
No,
okay, so cursed or cab, a lot happened. Do you want me to go over again some of the stuff?
Don't read the whole thing, but like, what are some of the? So I know Roman Polanski, and Sharon Tate. That thing is weird because Roman Polanski is now he's a fucking asshole. Like, do you know what happened with him after that?
No.
He started dating an underage girl, like 15 or 16, maybe less. I don't know. And he got her pregnant,
bro.
I think he had a child with her, or maybe he didn't. I don't know for the
dude.
child.
That's a L, dude.
All I know is he had sexual relations with her, and then he got away with it because he just fled the country and he lives in like Europe or something.
He lives in Europe right now.
Yeah, he never got arrested for it. I think he's wanted here, but
he's still wanted.
I think maybe, I don't know.
Holy shit!
But yeah, he got away. So dude's a scumbag.
Dude, that's fucking trashy.
But besides, this is before he fell off. At the time this happened, I guess.
I mean, this is the beginning of it.
This is getting,
this is the beginning of his fall off right here.
Pretty much.
This is getting closer to me determining like as a curse. I'm gonna still say cap though. I think.
No, look. When I should have explained this at the beginning. When I say cursed, I don't want to say like there's some fucking cryptids over here cursing these movie sets. Like, but I just want to say it's like ghosts and shit.
Do you
like
know
demonic.
Do you know what a cryptid is?
It's just like an unknown like.
Explain it to me. Is like
Bigfoot. Explain it to me.
It's like Bigfoot. Something like that. Yeah. Bigfoot.
Mythical creatures.
Well, I'm not saying anything demonic is cursing these sets, but I just want to say.
Wait, so does this mean Michael believes in unicorns?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. It's on Fortnite.
Let a man dream.
What's your answer?
What are some other things besides? So someone just dropped dead on set?
Yeah, the composer.
They just died while standing.
No, at a party. He fell
just while standing?
It says he fell to his death at a party, so I guess he fucking fell and just fucking died.
Did he fall from a high place or did he just fall?
No, fell to his death. So I guess he fell from somewhere high and died.
Okay, never mind. This is cap.
Not like he just fell.
Okay, yeah, now it's cap. Yeah,
it's cap.
Yeah, because I originally thought they was just filming and dude just dropped dead. Like,
yeah.
Now that I know we're at the party, this dude was probably on LSD, on coke. This dude was probably coked out of his mind.
You know what? Yeah, that's actually good.
And he probably like fell off like a 3rd-story balcony or something, and they were like, "Oh fuck, like this dude's tripping."
That's why I went back to that. I wanted to
get up, bro. Sure. You're fine. You okay?
His neck's like backwards. Like, get up, bro. Like, quit messing around, bro.
Take some more. Quit playing.
Yeah, this cap. What's the answer?
Yeah, it's cap. You guys on a roll, baby.
Okay, what's the next
one? All right, number 7. This is a more recent film from 2011. It's called The Innkeepers.
Oh.
So it's a movie about a pair of hotel employees just begin to wonder if the hotel they worked at is haunted. But the fictional New England hotel in the film isn't the only place that might have spirits calling it home. Ooh.
Stop the get.
So according to many crew members that worked on this film, the set was also haunted. All right. Crew members working on The Innkeepers reported seeing lights turn themselves on and off, doors open and close by themselves, and would even receive mysterious phone calls only to learn that no one was on the other end when they picked up.
I think this is just a case of them working in a haunted place, right? So all of these are a result of them working in a haunted location. I wouldn't necessarily say they're cursed, but I won't say it's cap either because I do believe there is ghosts and spirits.
Why didn't we have you on Haunted Kickback?
Huh?
He seems more into it.
I don't know. I think I don't think I was here.
Knows how to work a camera.
Well, yeah, because I wanted. Okay, let's not even get into that.
Sidetrack.
You know, I think this could easily be like if I'm filming, like let's say I'm on the set and one of the people that's like, bro, I swear I saw some lights flicker. I'd be like, hey, Jane, I'm gonna fuck with Nick. Watch this, and then I call the phone, and then Nick answers it, and I'm just like. And then
Breathing in it.
Yeah, they're just pranking. This could easily be people just pranking the people that were feeling uneasy, seeing lights flicker.
I don't know.
I mean, that's potential as well. I mean, people get wrong numbers all the time as well. On top of that, lights flicker.
Not on and off like
They turn them on and off.
I mean, did we see the lights flicker ourselves? Do we know how they flicker?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
I was
I'm gonna go with Cap. Jaden sounds like he's going close.
Are you
I'm
in
not-
between?
I'm not going cursed. I will say haunted.
Haunted?
It's the same
Yeah,
thing, bro.
it's like
Just-
in
just go-
between.
Just go curse, bro.
Nah,
Okay, Nick. What's
'cause
the
it's
answer?
not technically cursed. Because if there was more of a cursing on the set, there would be a lot more like negative things happening, like deaths and like great illnesses and like
This could just be like a
horrible
like
things.
a 10-year-old boy named Billy, like a ghost, just flicking the light on.
yeah.
and
See, so I'm just gonna go with haunted.
off. Okay, Nick. What's the answer?
Yeah, it's haunted.
Okay, damn.
You said damn.
The mid ground.
All right, number 6. The Possession came out in 2012. It's a
Possession?
movie with a set that was said to be so cursed it didn't just terrify the crew members the way some other cursed sets do. So according to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's in this movie, that's cool. I like that actor. The paranormal happenings on set were enough to take him from skeptic to a serious believer in the paranormal. That's actually very interesting.
So this dude went from being a skeptic to being
From being a
a
Josh to being a Michael.
yeah.
So the cast and crew would experience strange things like unexplained gusts of cold air on set, but by far the most mysterious thing involves the what the fuck is that word?
That deal.
The Book box prop
Oh, the
used in
Dybbuk.
the Dybbuk box prop used in the movie. After filming wrapped, it was put away in a storage facility, but it was later destroyed in a fire at the facility. Creepy.
So what did the Dybbuk box do?
Oh, they
is
said
a
that they
Dybbuk?
put it away like after like filming wrapped up, but it was later like destroyed in a fire at the place. Like the place just burned.
What is a Dybbuk box?
I'm not sure. Let me look it up real
I'm
quick.
not sure.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck that is.
They,
I feel like I need.
It's a prop in the
context.
movie.
I need context of what the Dybbuk box is in order to know if this is cursed or cat.
Let me see. The Dybbuk box is a wine cabinet claimed to be haunted by a Dybbuk, a concept from Jewish mythology. The
A
box gained notoriety when it was auctioned off of eBay. Okay, so it's just the item you keep fucking shit and wine in.
Is a Dybbuk like a Jewish ghost or something?
It's like this
said-
is what it looks like. It just comes from the mythology.
okay.
so pretty much with this, it's kind of like Annabelle, but it's a box.
So they made there's a prop that in the movie is supposed to be like a cursed item.
Yeah, it's supposed to play that
Yes,
part in the
she's
movie.
holding it right
Yeah.
there. She's holding it right there.
Okay, and so the box, what it lit on fire.
After they wrapped up filming, they put it away in a facility, but the whole place burned down.
And did anything else happen before that?
They just said cold gusts of air on set.
I mean, they usually have crazy fans and AC on sets.
But that took Jeffrey Dean Morgan from a skeptic to a serious believer.
There had to be something like more happening. Like this has got to be very, very general. I think there's got to be more that happens.
Yeah, I can't imagine Jeffrey Dean Morgan's like sitting there and then he just feels a gust of wind.
It's like,
He's
shit,
Yeah,
I'm a believer.
Because if he's something like Josh, to where he's like a very like firm skeptic.
There ain't no way if I
Like-
felt like a draft, I'm
Exactly.
thinking like, oh my god.
So there's probably something like a lot more crazy that had happened. But this article is just very general.
This is a screen rant. What do you expect?
What you saying? I was kidding.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
it?
So I'm gonna have to, just for the sake of the screen rant, I'll have to say it's cat.
I'll stick with Cap on that one. I
And-
do feel like if we were to
Say
do more
it's Cap.
research on it though, I might
Yeah,
sway my mind.
It's
either way.
Cap. The fire was made up. It's
Yeah.
Cap. That never happened. I was kidding.
But
I
yeah.
could imagine Screen Rant capping.
I mean, fire is They happen.
They happen. I mean, this is probably the set was probably put away in some storage facility in California. Fires happen there all the time.
All the time, and you're not even thinking about the props. A lot of these props also probably worked with pyrotechnics and other stuff to cause fires in movies that controlled fires. So who knows?
All right.
If we did more research though, from the way like the argument of like something crazy must have happened in order from him to go skeptic to paranormal believer. If we were doing more research, I'd probably sway the other way. But
yeah, but we don't got research. We're other people do the research for us on the show.
We got a whole team working on it.
All right, number 5, The Amityville Horror. This movie came out in 1979.
Okay. I know this one.
Yeah, I knew Josh would know this one. So it's loosely based on the true story of a family that moved into an allegedly haunted house in New York. Mm-hmm. It's first released in 79, like I said, and it spawned a bunch of sequels and reboots and spin-offs since then. So while the story,
you die in real life, and then people are like, "Let's get some money."
Fuck, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's. I mean, that does happen.
Yeah, man.
People.
But dude, this family was probably just like your normal family, like just middle class, you know. And now like some rich white suits are like, oh, that dude's family got fucked. Let's get some money.
Let's get money.
Yeah, but we'll keep going.
All right. So while the story of the Lutz family is already scary, reports from the sets of the films based on their story are even creepier. James Brolin, the actor who played George Lutz in the original film, claims that when he was considering accepting the role, a piece of clothing in his closet fell down on its own. It's crazy. I'm already feeling cap on this one, boys. Ryan Reynolds, who played the same role in the 2005 version, reportedly woke up every night at 3 a.m. for no apparent reason while filming.
Well, Ryan is a notorious capper, so based on that alone, I'm going
Ryan
cap.
Reynolds.
Really?
Well, Ryan Reynolds jokes around all the time.
That's true.
Like I can't take that dude seriously.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with cap.
Yeah, it's a cap.
Well, I'm surprised that's all they had to say on this movie because the actual thing.
Guy went crazy and killed his whole family.
Pretty much,
and then
what
himself.
Happened. Yeah, so he went around and he axe murdered his freaking family. Like this is like if you had Jaden. This would be if your dad just killed your whole family. Bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like it was a big family too. They had like maybe 3 kids, something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
and a babysitter, I think.
Like,
in one of the movies.
Well, what's the story behind that? Though? Like, was he experiencing anything like?
Well, we don't know. He killed himself.
They didn't do an investigation after.
I mean, they've only made movies,
did, but like apparently, I'm not sure. Like the fools, I haven't researched it myself. You know, I'm not Screen Rant, but I'm sure they didn't either. They probably just watched the movie.
Yeah.
But the actual situation, a lot of people think the house is actually haunted. I actually think, the house itself looks really creepy.
No, that's the movie. I can read like a little synopsis if you want.
What does the guy look like?
Of what actually happened.
Yeah. So
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
The Amityville Haunting is a modern folk story based on the true crimes of Ronald DeFeo Jr. On November 13th, 1974. He shot and killed 6 members of a family
Oh, he shot them
at 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville, on the South Shore of Long Island, New York. And then he was convicted of second-degree murder in November of 75. So like a year later.
Wait, did he not? So he didn't kill himself?
Yeah, I guess he went to jail.
Oh, damn! I did not know that.
But still, 6 people, dude. That's a lot.
What does it actually look like? Is that him?
Yeah.
That's the actual house.
Yeah, that's the actual
Does
house.
look kind of creepy. Yeah.
Looks like a big ass barn.
Well,
Dude, Ryan Reynolds is in the fucking 2005. We should watch that one.
I've only seen the original one.
Yeah, same.
Fun fact: the actress that played the wife in that one, I think she played Lois Lane in the original Superman movie.
Really?
Yeah,
The one with
Christopher Reeve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no,
Is this guy still alive? Do they not have like a statement off of him of like?
I'm sure he gave a statement. What's interesting with this is I think Ed and Lorraine Warren, the actual people, did go and do a seance or something, or like some kind of paranormal investigation on the house after this happened. I'm not sure what their findings were, but I'm frankly surprised they haven't made a Conjuring movie on this.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Ronald DeFeo Jr. actually died this year in prison in like March.
This year?
This year.
Yeah, he passed away in prison this year. Some ghosts, they hung. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I guess now he can haunt that place. We'll give it a year or two until BuzzFeed Unsolved goes there.
Yeah. No, I was just
Wait, they're actually doing their final season right now.
kidding. Just go there.
Final season.
Fuck
Their
BuzzFeed.
final crime and supernatural season.
Why?
I think they're just parting ways with BuzzFeed because they have their own channel company now.
They're like super
The
successful.
Watchers?
Yeah, the
It's
Watcher.
like super. Did you say the Watchers?
Is that what it's called?
It's just called Watcher.
Watcher.
Oh, Watcher.
Yeah, we can. Let's take over for him, bro. Pass the torch.
Pass the torch.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Cap.
This is the closest one I've leaned toward Curse, just because I know the backstory behind it. But Ryan Reynolds just waking up at 3, like this dude probably does coke.
That happened to me last night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I woke up at 3 a.m.
Dude probably just had to pee.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about the shirt falling out the closet, like
That's stupid as shit, man.
like that's happened to me before.
I will say this article is cap, but I feel like if we went into more of it,
if Nick
the actual set would be cursed.
if
Yeah.
Nick would have prepped this article himself, I'm sure Nick would have had better stuff.
More research.
Yeah. Anyway, what's the next?
Number
wait,
4.
were we right that we picked Cat?
Yeah, it's cap.
Okay. All right.
I think the actual set haunted though. So number 4, we got The Ring 2. It came out in 2005, and it's a sequel to the original Ring.
I'm surprised it's not the first one that's on it.
It's an eerie remake of a series of Japanese films.
Ringu.
Is that what?
Yeah, it's called Ringu.
Oh, okay.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The movie continues where the first film left off, and it follows Rachel and her son Aiden as they struggle to get the ghost of Samara Morgan to finally rest.
Samara.
All right, bro.
Samara.
Samara. So in the first
She's
film,
Mexican.
it's
She's
revealed that
La
Samara.
Llorona.
It's revealed that Samara died after her mother pushed her into a well on their property, and she drowned.
He said it again.
Drowning. I said Samara.
It's Samara.
Oh, Samara. My bad. Drowning and water in the original. Drowning and water in general were major themes in these films, so that makes the fact that the set flooded during filming pretty creepy.
So the set flooded?
Yeah.
Do we know why?
Nope.
Can you look it up?
I'm pretty sure there's an explanation for
Yeah,
it.
because I want to. If Nick looks it up and they straight up say like, "Oh yeah, there was like a water like leak or something," then I'll be like, "Well,
Someone
obviously,
spilled water.
Strange coincidence.
well, dude." While Nick looks that up, before we even get into Curse or Cap, The Ring is one of the best horror movies ever watched.
It's a good one.
It's not even scary.
It's
like,
more of a suspense, like kind of
Yeah.
like figure out the
It's-
crime.
It's like there's some jump scares in it. You know, there are some parts that when you watch it for the first time, you might be like, "Oh fuck," you know.
Yeah.
But once you've seen it, and then you watch it again, like it's still entertaining because it's kind of like a detective movie in a way.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're figuring out, and it's the best when you watch it the first time because
And it's crazy how she figures it out, like going from like
Yeah.
knowing absolutely nothing
you're
and
like
then within
piecing
7
it together.
days.
It's
Yeah.
oh man, and she only has 7 days to do it. It's such a good movie.
We should watch that.
It
That's
is.
a
I would
great
love to
movie.
watch that for Halloween. That's a good movie. Ring 2, however, that's what they're talking about. Have you seen Ring 2?
No, I haven't seen it. Have you?
I have seen it
Is
probably
it
once or
better?
twice. No.
Oh.
The first one is way better.
I cannot find anything on what caused the set to flood.
So did they just not know? Like it just flooded?
Yeah,
Like,
they
when
honestly
say
could've-
flood. Like how much water are we talking?
When I think of flood, I think it's like past your knees.
Me too. Like I'm expecting this thing to be like
Yeah.
trashed for like a couple weeks.
Hell, it could almost be like at calf level.
That too. Like I mean, if like what happened?
I don't know. When they say flood, they're talking about like Noah's Ark and everything. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the whole earth.
The
was-
Great Flood.
But
Great
I mean, Nick, they pretty much answered this for ourselves. This has got to be Cap. I mean, they said it themselves. The movies have to do with drowning. Therefore, they got to have a lot of water on the set.
So it probably just spilled.
Yeah, they in
Like,
the
"Oh,
movie,
shit."
in the movie they literally have a scene where she's in a well, like a big ass well filled with water. So I'm telling you, they could have just fucked up and the water got out.
It's true.
Yeah,
I'm calling
feeling,
cap.
I'm feeling a strong cap on this one.
Yeah, there's been one that was haunted.
Bro, we're trying to get you to be on the cursed side. You've just
Well,
been
give
very
me
skeptic.
something good.
All right, we got Poltergeist.
I have not seen this, but I do know that
You've
a lot
never
of
seen
crazy.
Poltergeist? Poltergeist is good.
I've heard, but I know there's a lot of weird shit
All
going
right.
on.
So Poltergeist was released in 1982 and is one of the most famous movies with a haunted set.
Wasn't the little girl played by Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, that is Drew Barrymore.
yeah.
Wait, no. That's from E.T. E.T. plays a little sister, and that's Drew Barrymore.
True.
I could have sworn she was.
No, that's not her.
That ain't her, bro.
I
No.
could have sworn.
So this movie is this movie is the first in a horror Oh God!
You
This
got
is the
this.
first
You need
in
me
a
to read?
series of horror films and follows the Freeling family, a family that finds themselves the target of a malicious spirit set on harming them.
Okay.
The movie is famous for its haunted set because of the number of people involved in the series that met tragic ends after the movie's release. Dominique Dunn, the actress that played Dana Freeling, was murdered by her boyfriend a few short months after the movie was released. The film star Heather O'Rourke passed away only a few years later of septic shock at age 12.
Septic shock.
I'm not sure what that is.
Damn.
And 2 actors from the sequel passed away after its release due to complications from disease or surgery. So a lot of deaths of people following the making of this movie.
This one's pushing it to curse.
I mean, is that all they mentioned?
Yes.
Man, I'm gonna say fuck Screen Rant because
I feel like a lot more
They
happened.
left out one of the creepiest things about that movie.
They fucking shot it like it actually was built on a fucking cemetery, right?
They
Like
built
an
it on
Indian reserve.
something like that, and then on top of that, I don't know if this is true. You can fact check this, but I've heard that they used like real skeletons.
Yeah, there's this fucking
Like,
scene where like
yeah,
the
Real
wife
human
like
skeletons.
Yeah.
there's a scene this wife runs to the backyard like running away or some shit, and she falls into this big like, dirt pit because like they were building a fucking pool, but it's like it's raining, so it's all just muddy, and she falls in this fucking water, and like skeletons just come out. We back.
Zoom in on it. Is it good?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure like we could tell when it happens again. Okay.
I got you.
No, yeah. So they used real skeletons in that scene. Apparently, I'm surprised. Man, Screen Rant. If they left that out, they must be leaving out tons of stuff on some of these.
I'm leaning
other
more
ones,
towards cursed on this, just the fact that they used actual people's remains, because I
Yeah,
feel like
that's- why
that's
would you do
disturbing as hell.
That's. I mean, I think the reason why is because it's easier than making a prop. I think it's cheaper.
Dude,
too.
but that's fuck. Like, where would you even get that? Did they like grave rob or something, or like, do people sell that shit online?
Yeah, some people. I mean, you can sell your organs.
You can't donate your body to science, but like to film, like
I mean, maybe.
that'd be-
not now. I'm sure they don't. They
no,
have
yeah.
regulations
This
now.
happened in the '80s, like bunch of crazy shit.
I'm
was
pushing that
happening.
one to curse. I think I'm gonna push that one towards curse.
You know,
I'm glad Josh brought up
No,
the other
yeah,
facts,
no
because
one-
Screen Rant didn't bring up that.
they only listed that people died afterwards. Like that, everyone dies.
Well, which is still no, like the fact that it was so like
The murder is the only one to me that is interesting because like all the other ones just happen. You know, like the other people just got sick and died, pretty much. But like getting murdered like shortly after that's the only irregular one. Like that doesn't just naturally happen. I mean, it does. I mean, murders not mean it's not natural, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So what are you leaning towards?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's got to be Cap because I'm just like I understand that they used skeletons, and apparently it was filmed on top of something, or I don't know, some
Like an
scenes
Indian
where-
burial
maybe
grounds.
like that stuff is weird, but I myself don't believe in ghosts haunting things. So although it is creepy and I think it's very weird that they actually had an actress agree to have someone's dead remains on her for a scene in water is gross, but I don't think it means it's cursed or haunted. But it makes an interesting story. So I'm gonna call Cat. But Nick, what's the answer?
Nah, it's cursed.
Oh
I
damn.
was going,
That's crazy.
Curse.
All right, so I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna do the next one because it's actually really good. I'm gonna do.
Skip it?
Yeah, I'm gonna skip it and I'll go back to it.
Might
So
not be that good if it's Screen Rant.
the next one is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This came out in 2005. Has anyone seen it?
No.
I've heard it's scary, but I've not seen it.
Okay. So
Have you seen
it
it?
stars Jennifer Carpenter as Emily, a woman who is struggling with demonic possession, and it's loosely based on a true story of Anneliese Michel, a German teenager who
Oh.
died during the exorcism in 1976.
This is interesting because I know about that story.
So, along with being based on the heartbreaking true story, maybe you can add some context to it then. This movie also allegedly had a super haunted set. The star Jennifer Carpenter reportedly said that while they were filming, she experienced strange paranormal activity, and she stated that every night her radio would turn itself on with no explanation. That's it. Do you want to give any more context about the... yeah.
Every night.
What about that Anneliese Michel thing?
So, okay, Anneliese Michel is it's probably the closest thing out of what I've seen that could if I was there, I might go from skeptic to believer. But since I wasn't there, there's only audio and pictures of what happened. So there's a really creepy photo of her, and Nick's looking at it right now.
Oh, that one?
What is that?
That's her.
What is she doing?
That's her. So I don't want to put that in the YouTube video. You guys can look it up yourself because it's just unsettling to me. She was a very like normal looking girl. She just looks like in that picture you're looking at. She just looks like a healthy.
She kind of looks like Kirsten Dunst.
She looks like a healthy young girl, you know.
Spider-Man.
And she was, I don't know how old she was, but yeah, look at, oh my god, it's just so sad. She basically began to think that I don't know, she began to like do weird things. Pretty much she thought she was possessed by a demon, and she started doing weird things, like really weird things, like eating bugs, and like she didn't get a lot of food because she would throw it up, and she was like, I don't know, apparently she was possessed is what happened, and they brought in some people to try and exorcise the demon.
And this happened in Germany?
Yeah.
In 1976?
I guess. And they have
damn, and she died same year.
So yeah, pretty much the photo of her that you see, that's how malnourished she got, because of like the demon wouldn't allow her to eat, or like would have her throw the stuff up, and it was just really sad to see when you see her look so healthy in one photo, and then she just looks like near death.
Gone.
Like, to think that she's alive in that photo is so scary. Like, before she died.
That one's just weird.
It's so unsettling, and that's how she looked when she died.
She looks like a very different person.
It's so scary.
Man,
it's very unsettling, and the thing that, besides all that, because like to me, people always say, like, when there's people like little girls that say that they're possessed or whatever, it could just be them like doing it for attention. I mean, you could say that, but for this one, like, this girl literally would have to starve herself to death and eat bugs. Like, what girl would do all of that
for attention? Yeah,
she literally killed herself if that's the case, and like to do that, especially through starvation, is one of the like most painful ways to do it. Like, that's a long, agonizing, slow death to die like that. And not on top of all of that, the people that exorcised the demon that came and did this, they recorded all of it. And if you listen to it, I can't understand it. You have to read with subtitles because they're speaking Dutch or German or whatever. But if you listen to it, she goes from speaking like a normal girl to whenever they speak to the demon or whatever, it's almost like the movies where it goes from like it goes to like some.
Really?
It sounds really disturbing, and you can listen to it. They're on YouTube. Like, it's really scary to listen to.
Let's look it up real quick.
You want to play?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, but all of that.
I mean, we can cut this if you really want.
Yeah, if you want.
Because this is some crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw the photo up for sure.
No, yeah, that was really hard to look at.
If we like did a Cosmic After Dark episode, like that show we're planning,
that'd be interesting.
I wouldn't mind doing.
I would love to do the research,
and then for that I would put up the photos. Oh, BuzzFeed Unsolved did an episode.
Yeah,
that's probably where I heard about it.
Where did you find the audio?
I don't know, on YouTube. Here, bro, look at her. 6 demons. That's cat. No, I don't know, but yeah, it's just it's sad.
They have recordings?
Yeah, that's what I was. Oh, not video recordings, but audio recordings. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So the actual case to me is more creepy than the radio turning on set.
Okay, what you going to?
The story is cursed, but the set is cat.
I agree. Come on.
Yeah, I think the story is way more disturbing. Y'all are right.
Once you saw the picture, it's like, okay,
that made me sick.
Her lips look like, and her teeth look so different.
Well, her face is like so sunken.
Yeah, it's so weird.
She looks like she's aged like 50 years.
And her facial structure look very like subtly
she's
different.
Pretty much a skeleton.
Yeah,
it's so scary.
It was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Adding to that, our last pick is The Exorcist. Came out in 1973. It's actually 3 years before that girl that we were just talking about passed away. So this movie happened before all that even happened.
Really?
Yeah, it released before that even
Interesting.
happened.
Now that is interesting.
So it's a classic horror movie in which Linda Blair plays Reagan, a young girl who battles with demonic possession. Much of the movie takes place in Reagan's room, and it's one of the most iconic locations in the movie. Not only is this location in the film what many people think of, what they think about when they see The Exorcist, but it's also an area set, or a set that's apparently haunted, and a bunch of strange shit happened.
Like
So, according to Ellen Burstyn, a fire broke out on the film set and destroyed the entire set, except for Reagan's room, which was left supposedly untouched. Also, a lot of audiences got really sick and shit when this movie came out, when they were viewing it, so they left the theater. And I think there's a murder.
This is the original Exorcist, right?
Yes, this is the original one, where the girl's like throwing up and shit.
You know, I've never seen the movie.
But one more
so-
thing happened.
neither
But
have I.
what do you guys think about that so far?
Well, the only thing of note is, I guess, the fire, because I'm not surprised if this movie, because, you know, you got to think at the time, what is this, mid 70s or early 70s?
Yeah, early.
Early 70s. Before this, the scariest thing they had was like Psycho, and like what came out in the 60s, like maybe the Rosemary's.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, like that was what horror was, and they didn't have like people looking like actual demons, because like at the time, like looking at it now, it probably might be kind of corny, because you know,
It wasn't demonic horror that almost, you know, like it was just like
yeah. So this is the first real like movie that did that. So I'm not surprised that people seeing it for the first time would be sick and like sick to their stomach and like walk out of it. You know, you got to put yourself in their shoes back in the day.
yeah, that is true.
So I mean, that part doesn't scare me. That doesn't make me think
This
the
movie was
scares.
protested in some cities and banned in parts of the UK.
Banned.
Interesting. It was banned in parts of the UK.
I'm not surprised. British.
I'm gonna go with Cap.
Oh no, there's one more. So a guy who played a nurse in the movie, supposedly he'd killed a reporter before the movie was released, and he actually came to the police and like confessed to his crime, but he said he could not come up for a motive to tell the police why he killed the person, the reporter.
What?
So he kind of just killed a person. What's the word?
Out of evil.
Impulsively.
Yeah.
And
So what, he just
he
didn't
confessed to the crime, but he could not tell the police why he did it.
So what? When they said why'd you do it, he was just like, I don't know.
Shit, I don't know.
He just said I don't know.
Yeah,
It was just out of pure evil, bro.
but yeah, someone that was connected to the cast killed somebody.
So this guy was an actor.
Yes. Do you want to look it up? I can get more context.
I mean, there's not much more context to that, I doubt. But I don't know. What do you think, Jade?
I'm leaning that case right there makes it a little bit more suspicious, but I'm still leaning towards Cap. That story itself is kind of interesting.
Paul
Yeah.
Bateson. Let me look it up. His name is
the
Paul
movie
Bateson.
set fire thing, to me, you know, movie sets, I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if there's any scenes with fire. So I don't know if there's fire on set. I don't know. I mean, but even if there isn't fire in the movie, it's easy for fires to break out on movie sets because there's studio lights. Those lights get really hot.
Oh, he got 20 years to life.
He got 20 years to life.
Yes.
So is he still in the
Pen.
or what did
No.
he get? Oh, he's out.
Oh, it says released on parole after 24 years and 3 months, and he's released from parole after 5 years. So yeah, he's walking free.
So he was released after 5 years.
No, he's on parole right now.
Yeah, he's on parole, but he did 20 years.
So he's cool now.
Yeah.
He out.
Yes.
Wait, actually, no. Wait, when did he go?
Look, there's like
when
a
did he
whole
go to
little
prison?
Well, it was before the movie went out, so probably got out in like the early 90s.
Oh, and then he was on parole for 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, he's off of parole though.
Yeah, he'd been out.
So
he's free.
He's 81 right now.
he gonna kill again. I'm just kidding.
Hey, chill,
Waiting to
dude.
strike back.
Knock on wood.
I'm not knocking on nothing.
Dude. This dude Josh gonna die coming back. That's why the episode not gonna
Where the
come
wood
out.
at? We don't got no wood in here.
But what do you guys think?
I mean, fires
Cursed or
happen.
Cap?
I can believe fires happening on sets. Like I said, studio lights get hot.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit gets really hot, dude.
Yeah, exactly. They get
These
really.
get hella hot.
That's what I'm saying. They get really hot. You know, so
That's all right.
that seems to me to be the only thing about the set itself. You know, if a dude goes and kills someone off set, what they got to do with my set? You know, if I'm the director, I'm like, okay, like,
All right, bro, you fired.
yeah, like I'm not hiring this guy again.
I'd love to see
I might
Josh
get,
as a director.
I will say that like
Get the fuck
a lot
off
of
us.
my answers to these questions of whether it's cap or cursed is primarily determined on the information that I'm provided.
I agree.
And since Screen Rant is very vague in general, a lot of my answers were cap. But if we did a lot more research, it would probably result in different answers.
Yeah, maybe in the next Halloween episode next year, maybe we'll have better information. Who knows?
Or we just
Hey, this was still fun, bro.
A random horror episode for some reason.
Maybe. Well, we still, yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. So that was the last one. Oh wait, we didn't. We're both saying cap.
I'm saying cap.
Nick, what's the answer for that one?
Yeah, that's cap.
Okay, so there was only 2 cursed ones.
Yeah, they're all really only one. I mean, according to y'all, yeah.
Yeah, one haunted.
I
one
picked
cursed.
cap for every single one of them.
I mean, it's because before we started the game, you said everyone's gonna be cap, and I was just like, okay, because I had premeditated answers.
Were those
It's
the
all
answers?
good. Nah,
Well, so you switched up the answers.
yeah, because you ruined it.
You're
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it
Yeah.
up, Dan.
Thank you for watching the Halloween episode. Write down below, any of these things, do you think they're haunted?
Yeah.
Cursed.
Leave a like, yeah. Just answer curse or cap. Was Nick capping his ass off? Potentially.
Or am I cursed?
Or is Nick cursed? We'll find out on the next episode of Cosmic Kickback.
If he's still here.
Make sure to tune in next week where we'll be hopefully reviewing something.
Dune.
We got to see
That's
Dune.
probably.
Y'all gonna watch Dune?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll probably review Dune, and then
It's on
after that,
Fortnite.
Eternals comes out also.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna have Dune and Eternals review coming out in
Well,
November.
This will be coming out Friday, which is today where they were filming it.
Yeah.
It'll be coming out today as well. So I think next Friday we'll probably do Dune, and then the following Monday after that, I'd like to do Eternals because we're going to be seeing Eternals opening night, so
That's
we could
cool
probably
with me.
do that. So yeah, got that to look forward to. Leave a like, follow the Twitter pages down below. Twitter.com/Cosmic Kickback, Facebook.com/Cosmic Kickback, Spotify.com/Cosmic Kickback, Apple Podcast.com Cosmic Kickback, and Instagram.com/Cosmic Kickback.
He's got them all memorized.
We got every handle is Cosmic Kickback, so make sure to follow that. And yeah, I think that's it.
See ya.
All right. Peace out.